This is the Howling of Frankfort. We have...
I am Peter, playing as Jack.
Daniel is Guy.
Melina as Tommy.
Tori as Kita.
I'm Mark as Robert.
the robot. Alright, so who wants to do the recap? How about not Melina this time, because she always recaps. Why not?
She likes recap.
Why not Peter?
Alright. Alright.
Recap rap.
No, I don't rap. No rap. Alright, so we went into the Hissel, and we went hunting for the Panic Spirit, kind of like an unofficial hunt. We found it hiding in the Garden of Panic Essence.
And death.
And yeah, there's a bit of death in there. So we made a quick deal with it. I wanted a Talon. It agreed for some essence. So I need to find a good item that would work with Panic. So that's my little quest that I'm going to be doing. Then we cut to Kita, who was talking with the police officer, and then had an alone moment with her mama. Emotions were shed. And then we're here now.
Good enough.
Close enough.
Good enough. Alright, so we're going to jump ahead a little bit because car rides are boring. So we're going to follow Kita to the police station. She's alone in the interrogation room, just kind of sitting there while they get things ready. Eventually, Isaac comes back in, and he is joined with Alonzo. So Isaac sits down, and he's kind of looking through his notes, and he goes, okay, I know I asked you some of these questions already, but I'm going to have to ask them again just so it's official on the record. This will be recorded. Everything will be recorded and maybe used in court cases that may come up because of all these things going on.
I lay my head on the table. I look up at him and just nod.
Okay. Alonzo kind of nods, and he looks at you for a second like he's trying to think. He may have seen you before. He's not sure, though. But he kind of just shakes his head like, whatever. And he hits the play button on the recorder. He's... All right. Isaac looks down at his notes, and he goes, okay, could you please state your first and last name?
My name is Kita Venda.
Okay. Who is your mother and your father?
My father is Derek Vanda, and my mother is Razia Vanda.
Okay. On the night of the incidents, what are your memories?
Okay. Well, a little ways away, my parents, we just moved here. And we still have a whole bunch of stuff in boxes, so we're pretty much sleeping on mattresses. And then, we had our dinner. I go up to my room. Parents went to their room. And I fell asleep. Next thing I know, my mother's just shaking me awake, and she says, we gotta go. And I'm just sitting there asking her why. She doesn't answer me. And I don't see my father. Next thing you know, we're just running. We're just running. And then all of a sudden I see this small light in the distance. And then my mother just told me to run to it. I didn't want to go. And she just told me just to keep running and she will follow me.
So at this time you didn't see anybody in the house or anybody chasing you while you were running?
I did see someone. At least I heard some noise, but I didn't know who it was. It's not an unrecognizable voice. Like, we don't, at least as far as I know, we don't know anyone here in town.
Okay, so you said a light. Was it perhaps he looks at his notes and kind of nods to Alonzo, and he leans down. They whisper a few words to each other. He goes, was this the night of the fire?
Yeah, it was. That was the light I ran to. She pointed at it. When I came closer, I saw the fire.
Alonzo goes, all right. That was like the middle of last week. Where have you been in that time frame?
Just hitchhiking and keeping to myself, looking for someone to help me. And I've heard from other people in town, and I just came to the hospital.
Okay. Hitchhiking, did you get any names of the people you've been with?
Nah, I didn't get anything. They just offered me a ride that I was grateful for, and then just...
Go ahead and give me a manipulation plus subterfuge roll,
No.
since that's a lie.
Manipulation.
Straight up.
Manipulation plus what?
Subterfuge.
Subterfuge.
So that's 3 and 2, so just... Subterfuge?
Yeah, roll 5 dice.
Roll 5 dice. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Stitches get stitches.
Thank you.
We rolled a 0.
Yeah, I see 1 success.
2.
2. Go ahead.
Again.
So 2
2.
successes.
Those were good.
So you want to hit high numbers.
But my 2 is... Oh, I asked him.
Yeah.
I'll ask you later.
They kind of whisper to each other and they make notes, and you kind of see them.
Can I see what they're writing?
No.
They're opposite from me.
Yeah.
I just want to.
They're right. They don't look convinced of that.
Okay.
All right. So I mean, Frankfort's not all that big. Like, where were you hitchhiking to? And I mean, we're talking like a half a week's worth of time. That doesn't make a lot of sense. I hope you understand why that doesn't make a lot of sense.
Okay. To be honest, I really was just scared. And I wanted to be alone. So I've just been sleeping in alleyways and just random places, to be honest.
Why didn't you contact the police?
Because I heard those voices and it was terrifying. My mother just told me to run. She said she would meet me just basically in this town area. I just wanted to just be alone until she found me.
I mean, you're of age. You should know you call the police in these situations, or you would ask for help. I'm just not understanding, Isaac says. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I mean, if you were living in alleyways, how are you getting food? How are you getting the basic essentials? It's been dropping to almost below 0 at night.
I've kind of been stealing and just sleeping in cars that I found unlocked. I'm sorry about that.
Okay, so that answers a little bit, but you hear a knock on the door, and Alonzo kind of goes to the door. He steps out. You can't really hear anything because it is a soundproof room, and he goes, "Okay, so we know your mom is in the hospital with a lot of injuries. You said that the last time you saw your dad was the night before this happened, correct?"
Yes.
All right. Can we get a description or a picture of your dad?
Okay. He is 5'8", short black hair, kind of cut on the sides. He has a tattoo on his shoulder of a black eagle.
Black Eagle. Okay. He writes that down because that's an extremely
Oh, okay. Brownish green eyes. What is beard? Somewhat beard, but it's like shaven kind of close.
5 o'clock shadow. He kind of writes.
Last thing I remember him wearing is like a dark green shirt and brown khaki pants.
All right. Alonzo comes back in at this point, and he goes, "All right. We had actually contacted somebody to watch over you for these next however long it takes your mother to get back up on her feet. He's actually out in the waiting room right now. We are going to take you to meet him. We'll get all the paperwork situated, and we'll get you into his care until your mother can take care of you again. Unless we find your father sooner and he's capable of taking care of you, then obviously we will release you to your father. But at this time, we need to make sure that you are with somebody that can care for you."
Okay. When do you think my mother can at least talk. Because I want to talk to my mom.
Alonzo kind of makes a hand gesture and goes, I'm not any sort of doctor. I have no idea. And Isaac kind of nods in agreement, like he doesn't have any idea either.
I tuck my head in my arms and just start crying.
Alright, so let's move to you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You guys have walked into the night air. It is cold.
Why didn't we take the car?
Can we take the car?
Betty, she's really torn up still. No, that wouldn't look right.
Blood, mud, and water.
Well, it's clean, but it's just kind of
My
crashed.
poor car. Alright, so let's hit up the park first. Yeah.
Okay.
March to the park.
Okay, march to the park. Is it snowing?
No, it's not snow.
Oh,
It's just cold. You can see your breath.
okay. Is there dirt snow, or is there even snow?
Not in this section because in the yards, yes, but you're kind of walking along the sidewalks and streets.
Okay.
As you get to the TPA park, it's quiet. It's about, 10:30? Somewhere in that range. It's dark. Honestly, nobody's allowed to be at the park at this hour. You do see a cop car slowly making its way around. So you know that you probably don't want to stick around in this area for too long without, If you do, you'll have to deal with that cop.
Alright. Any signs? Kita. No? Yes?
That would be some sort of roll, correct?
Just shouting?
No.
No.
Can I roll the yell? But no, do we see any signs of Kita?
No. You don't see any signs of anybody having been here within the last couple of hours.
Okay. So we're at the exact location, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Man. Just a few days ago, everything went down here.
Cleaned up
Alright.
pretty quick.
Alright, Guy,
Yeah.
you're the one that went to her house.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know where her house is? It's not here, and the park is usually closed off, so I don't want to get into any cop problems.
Yeah, I think I should be able to find my way back. Hopefully it's not blocked off or anything, just because...
Okay, let's just do wits and, streetwise.
3, 4.
Yeah, this is a pretty open area, so if she was around here, we would have easily seen her, but that's not the case. So she might be at her house.
1, 2, 3, roll. 2.
That's more than enough for you to recall the way and lead them directly to her house.
Okay.
Her house has been cordoned off.
Oh, of course.
Okay.
It's late in the evening, so there are no cops around at this time.
Is it just taped off?
Yeah, at
just
this
the property?
Yeah. If you want to make me a perception roll.
Oh.
You're in his shoes, so.
Yeah.
Ouch.
I evaluate the house. How does the house look?
It just looks like a house. Obviously, there's still damage to the front door, which, as stated, the hole in the front door looks like a Garu forced its way in.
And then I look at it, I'm just like, yeah, that's... I've seen that hole before.
I got 3, and then I have the inspired. Does that apply right now, or?
Only if you want to.
Yeah, only if you want to. If you want to apply it now.
No.
Okay.
But I have 3.
3 successes. You do see a car with people sitting in it kind of looking at the house. It is not a cop car.
Is it tinted windows or just...
Yes. But with your really good eyesight, the tinting, while still pretty effective, is not as effective as it would be.
Okay. Can I see... We haven't got up to the house yet. We're just kind of...
You're walking essentially on the sidewalk in
Okay.
front of the house. You haven't stopped yet to turn in.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell the guys...
Us as the guys? Or
Yeah, because we're all together. The guys in the car. Hey, there's people watching us. I'm talking about my pack.
The post move.
Hey, tell me, just keep it cool. Don't look at the house. We'll try to look like we just came back from the park, whatever. But there's a car across the street with a couple of guys, and they're just staring at the property. And it's no, it doesn't look like a cop car. Maybe it's unmarked, but there are people watching it. So I don't think we should linger. So I mean, I can see maybe not bad just to walk by, but maybe just don't acknowledge it unless it looks like crashed house. But
thing is, if she's in there though,
can we see faces? Do we recognize any people in the car?
You would need to roll perception.
Yeah, I was just able.
Yeah. Robert.
Yes.
I mean, the wolf inside you is actually particularly suited for this type of stuff. Would you like to try and dip?
Do you want me to create mist so he can get into the house sneakier?
The house? Oh, the house is not top to top.
No.
No, it's not.
Okay. I can't remember.
Is it like in a
neighborhood?
Neighborhood, or is it more like a open field or forested area?
No, it's a neighborhood.
Okay, well let's do the mist.
All right.
This will be fun.
Alright,
Okay,
so I rolled 3 successes on my perception to see if I can see and recognize the people in the car.
You don't recognize them, but they are intently watching the house. They're both in the front seat.
They're probably casing.
Oh, to see if somebody comes back to do something remedy or...
Yeah, they might be casing the house and trying to see if they can snag anything. That's what I'm assuming. Alright.
Is there... Oh, there is a house, on the other side, right behind it, right?
It's a neighborhood.
Yeah, it's a neighborhood.
Okay. There goes that
Alright,
idea.
so I create the mist.
Alright, that's a point of essence, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Find something.
Alright. I'm not going to require a roll for this since this isn't really combat.
Yeah.
So, mist begins to roll in. It doesn't just appear, it actually starts to roll in, so because you're making it look more natural. How thick are you wanting the mist to get?
London?
Enough to see shadow, you can tell there's people, but you can't. The farther he gets into it, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Alright, so, Robert, would you like to do what you do best?
Yes, I do.
That would be dexterity plus stealth.
And we're all in the mist now as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically it's lighter where we're at, and it's going to get thicker towards the house.
Okay. So the people in the car, can we see them? Can they see us?
So we'll be in it,
Uh-huh.
so it'll be a little bit harder for us to see
Not
them.
fondly, so that's
Okay.
not pleasant. That's just regular night.
And then as he gets into it, he'll completely disappear.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how?
Robert?
What was your roll?
1, 2, 3, 4. With
He gets into it.
rolls.
He gets in.
Yeah,
He gets in.
I just need to see if it's an exceptional.
Oh,
Yeah.
and then, sorry, Robert, I kind of
Yes.
whisper. If you can, if she's not in there, I need you to grab some of her stuff.
Got it.
A bag, clothes, stuff that you think she's gonna need.
Got it.
Alright.
Alright, so, what was the end result of your 2 rerolls?
No successes, so total 4 successes.
Okay, 4 successes. You might as well just be part of the mist moving.
He is the mist.
He is the mist.
As you enter into the house obviously hasn't been fixed up. It's still in shambles. Furniture's broken, claw marks in the walls. As you examine the bottom floor, you see a living room, kitchen, bathroom. You don't really see any bedrooms, though, so you decide to go upstairs, and that's where you locate the bedrooms. One of them is a much larger bedroom, the other one's smaller. You assume that, obviously, Kita probably got the smaller of the 2 bedrooms.
Okay.
So as you go in there, could you make me a perception check?
Just straight perception?
Yes, please.
Alright.
What are you guys doing while he's inside the house?
If nobody can see, I would like to turn Erhan.
They would be, from what I heard, they would be able to see outlines.
Yeah.
Would that
So they would see the outline of you.
changing?
Yeah.
Okay.
That would not be
So
good.
that wouldn't work.
3 successes.
3 successes, okay.
Hey, guy, pass me the ball.
You want me to throw it close to the car? You just want me to throw it? Or you just want me to give me catch?
Just toss the freaking ball!
Throw the ball.
Yay!
How are you throwing the ball? Are you throwing it to her, or are you throwing it next to the car?
Oh. So I was trying to ask Tommy, and you just want to play catch them?
You're just trying to make a scene so we look normal.
They don't exactly see us because they're kind of looking at the house.
Yes. Just do it.
Fine. I'm just going to toss it to Tommy.
Okay, fine. I catch the ball.
Okay.
Fail. Throw it.
If I go further into the mist, I would disappear. Like,
I would need you to roll a stealth check.
I would like to try that.
Dex plus stealth. Okay, you said you got a 3, correct, Robert?
Yeah. Yep.
Alright. Your 3 allows you to search her room. You're able to find some clothing, underwear, the essential stuff. You are actually able to find not her laptop, but the hard drive.
Oh, okay.
That's weird.
The hard drive, however, does appear to be damaged some. But how much does Robert know about computers?
My computer's is 2, so it's basic knowledge. A little over basic knowledge.
You can kind of look at the hard drive, and it might be salvageable, depending on how deep some of these gashes are. If they didn't chip anything important, it should be fine.
Okay.
Had 5 successes.
Okay, that is an exceptional success. Go ahead and take Inspired Perception.
Inspired.
Inspired Stealth. Sorry, my bad.
Ooh, my house.
Sneak.
Alright. So, where are you trying to sneak to? Into the house?
No, I want to get out of line of sight of the car and then turn Erhan and circle back. I want to smell.
Okay. Essentially, you dip around the side of the house.
Yeah.
And you go ahead and shift into Erhan. What exactly are you looking to smell?
Are they werewolves? Are they wolf-blooded? Are they something other than human?
I'm gonna ask that you do a perception check with a -3 penalty.
-3 because of the mist.
No, because of how old it is.
The people?
What? The car?
No, I thought you were trying
People on the
to...
car.
No, yeah.
Oh, people in the car. My bad. I thought you were trying to smell who tried to break
Oh.
in.
No. I'm circling around to the car.
Okay, that's fine.
Sorry.
Okay, then no penalty.
Oh, then that would be a good one too.
So it's going to
People
be straight perception, right?
Yep.
So it's
In Erhan.
Erhan, yeah, that's...
Oh, you pointed over.
I pointed it here so I can see the base and then the add, but I didn't do that. So it's 1, 2, 3 successes.
3 successes? Okay. They're just regular humans.
Okay.
No wolf-blooded, nothing special.
Just wanted to make sure. So I'm going to circle back and join.
Our game of catch.
Yeah.
Is he still Erhan? I'm going to throw the ball. Go fetch.
Okay.
Alright. Is there anything else that you want Robert to look for? You've gotten some clothes, you've gotten the hard drive. Is there anything specific that you want to have him try and find?
I'm gonna raid the fridge.
Revenge.
Honestly, there's not much in the fridge because they had freshly moved. So there's like almost nothing in the fridge.
Well, that's disappointing. Fine, I guess that'll be it. I've accomplished my mission.
Okay, I want another Dex plus Stealth check to get out of there without being seen in the mist. Obviously you'll have advantage on that.
So Dex and Stealth again?
Yes.
Alright. So it was 9. Right? Yes. One, two. Now we need to get. No, that doesn't. 3. 2 successes.
2 successes, that's going to be more than enough. You're able to rejoin the group with your backpack full of goodies.
Nice.
Alright. So, now that you guys have all grouped back up, you've come back with the ball.
Yes.
Good job, Jack. Quick.
I'm assuming you guys are moving past the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm guessing she wasn't there, Robert.
Yep.
Robert was not in Urhan.
Oh, thought he was.
No, I think it was Jack.
I am in Urhan still.
Still?
With the ball.
With the
Or
ball.
are we gonna keep her like that?
Why not?
Okay.
I don't want to carry the bones.
Okay, so
I had given the bat to you, we'll say.
Oh, okay.
Whoever wanted the bat.
Oh, the bat. I have to give the ball back.
No, unless
Right.
no, you can't have the ball.
I
It's my
picked up
ball.
Wait, you're going to change into the Uram, right?
I am in Urhan, yes.
Okay, so I'll pick up your bat as I'm coming back.
Okay.
Alright, so I see Robert, I don't see Kita. So
She must not have been there.
she's not in the 2 out of the 3 places, and I'm hoping she's not in the 3rd place that I was really hoping she wasn't going to be in. Let's go check the hospital, but I don't know what we're gonna say. We don't know anything.
Know her mom's
We don't. I don't know
name
her
if
name.
she's even in the hospital?
We dropped her off at the hospital.
Oh, yeah.
You guys dropped her off at the
Yeah,
hospital. But we don't know.
I didn't. She never told us the name of the mother, so I have no idea.
We're just gonna see if a random girl just.
Okay.
Alright, so at the police station, they lead you out of the interrogation room, Kita. And you are met by a white man, about 6'2", brown hair with gray in it. And he has a warm smile on his face, and he kind of reaches out his hand and says, "My name is Dale. It's a pleasure to meet you."
Yeah, don't shake his hand. I stare at it, and I stare at the police station.
Alright, I know you've been through a lot. It's okay. I've got a nice bed for you, and we'll see how long that you need to stay. You're welcome to stay with me as long as you need to. Hopefully your mother gets better sooner rather than later.
I just nod my head and stare at him.
Alonzo goes, "He's a good guy. It's okay to trust him. I realize that we're sticking you with somebody that you have no idea who he is. Unfortunately, it's just kind of the thing we need to do right now to make sure your needs are taken care of."
Tomorrow morning, Officer Alonzo, can I see you so we can go and see my mom?
Absolutely. He reaches in and gives you his card that has his personal number. And Dale's like, "You can obviously see your mother whenever you want. But right now, I really need to get you home and you need to get some sleep. They've told me that you've been sleeping in alleyways and in cars, and that's just not... It's not good."
I just nod my head and just start walking.
He kind of puts his hand on your back and guides you out.
What's your way? Don't touch me.
He kind of shrugs and leads you to his car.
No, it's just me.
Alright, so he's driving off with you to his place. Alright, back to you guys.
Right?
Yep.
We're at the hospital.
How long did it take to get here?
Yeah.
Actually, while you guys are walking to the hospital, Tommy, I want you to make me a perception check.
I see what you're doing.
Oh, crud.
Give me your 2 good ones.
Really? Let's go with those. I did good.
Remember, you can also burn a point of willpower at any time to get 3 extra dice.
Okay. I burned the willpower.
Girl.
3 extra. You don't know. Okay.
I don't know. Okay.
Alright.
Well.
Got 1. 1 reroll. I got 1 reroll. 2. So 2 successes.
Alright, the car's moving by at a decent clip, so you're not able to make out faces inside the car. But you know that car. You know that car intimately.
Can I see them as we drive by?
Are you going to be looking for them?
I'm just looking around town.
Go ahead and give me a perception check as well. You know that car intimately, though, Tommy. You know that's Dale's car.
2 successes.
2 successes. You notice a group of people that do look familiar, but the cars move by them kind of a little too fast for you to get a good, But you do feel like it's 1, 2, 3, 4 people that all look familiar. It's kind of like a dead giveaway, but it's not one of those things you can be 100% sure of. You, however, that beast in the back of your brain snarls. And you kind of freeze in your tracks as the car goes by.
And I bump into her.
I bump into Jack.
I shake it off. It's like, dude, watch where you're going.
Why are you stopping in the middle?
You're a wolf.
I still bumped into her.
Yeah, watch where you're going.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
With attitude, yeah.
I shrug it off. It's like, whatever. Just get to a stupid hospital. Alright? God.
Why'd you stop, though?
You know what? Just walk. Alright?
Okay, boss. I'm gonna walk on the side of...
Can I make an empathy check and see what she's feeling?
Yes, I would be empathy plus wits.
Okay.
Most likely you can't go to
1,
the
2,
hospital.
3, 5.
My service
Wait,
dog.
I have dice here. Why am I getting more dice?
Emotional support.
4. 1, 2, 3 successes.
3 successes. She only usually freezes up for really only a couple of things. Claimed. But usually that invokes a much more violent reaction. Well, this was closer to fear.
I growl a little, but kind of also whimper at her comfortingly.
Really? It's not. It's gonna be fine. It's not what I think it is. It's not. He lives in town. It's obvious he's gonna be around. And I just keep walking forward, head kind of, just downward.
Was the car going the opposite direction of us?
It was more not really going the opposite direction. It just ended up on the street and then had to turn off.
Okay, just curious.
Yeah, it wasn't necessary. It wasn't a long enough look, so to speak. You guys make it to the hospital. It's getting to be around 11 o'clock.
Okay. I need you guys to stay out here. I'm gonna be the one to go in.
Yep.
Alright?
I'm totally up with that.
Just ring me up if you guys see something. Alright?
At that point, do you have your cell phone on you?
Yes.
Your cell phone rings.
Frick. Okay. I check.
It says Alonzo. FPD.
That's why that name was familiar. Oh.
It's quiet, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Shh. Shut up.
Hey,
Hey, Alonzo.
Hey, Tommy. How you doing?
Pretty good. It's Sunday night. Kind of late.
Yeah, I really hope I didn't wake you up. But I just had an interesting thing come up. And I really shouldn't be doing this. But I feel like I need to help you kids out.
I didn't know we need helping.
I vaguely remember talking to you a little bit earlier today.
Yeah.
And I remember you had a friend with you, and maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe it's the wrong person. but we did just pick up a girl who I seem to remember being that friend of yours. We just placed her into foster care, and I know how you like to keep all your little ones in a row, so to speak. You and Jack. So, we put her with Dale. And I don't know if you're really close to her or anything, but I really remember seeing her with you. So I just wanted you to know that she's someplace safe.
Dale is a stand-up guy. It makes sense. He's older. He has the space. He has all that. When exactly did she go?
Oh, probably not more than 30 minutes ago.
Okay, so she's probably just getting there. Cool. Yeah, I remember bumping into her. She seemed kind of frazzled. I hope everything's okay.
Unfortunately, I'm not going to tell you the details, but it's not everything's okay.
Oh, well, I know where Dale's at, so, since I'm close to her age, maybe I could just stop by. You know how teenagers are.
Yeah, that's more what I was kind of hoping you would be able to do.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks so much for thinking of me and Jack,
No problem. Get some sleep. I know you have school tomorrow. And don't you have a bout as well?
Yeah, hopefully you can make it.
I will definitely try.
Awesome. All right, you have a good night then.
Good night. Click.
I kind of crushed my phone.
Composure plus primal urge, please.
Oh, dear.
Oh no.
That phone's gone,
Four.
no matter what.
5, so 2, 3, 5.
Wait, is composure plus?
Sorry, minus your primal urge.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry.
That's even worse.
1.
Lucky.
Not enough, though, to save your phone.
Okay.
Your phone ends up slammed into the ground, bursting into about 10,000 pieces.
Does anyone?
I just step back and...
Yeah, they're all around, so they all saw her just trash her phone.
Who's on the phone?
So
I heard both the name. I probably heard the conversation with my hearing.
Yeah, as a wolf, you heard everything.
Yeah. So I understand this reaction.
So I grunt, snarl, and I move forward. Guys, we need a bucket now.
The bucket.
Bucket.
Oh, bucket.
Bucket.
Yip,
Yip.
I'm yipping.
Bucket where?
We're going to an old friend's house now. Questions
I
later.
growl a little.
Questions later. We need to go now before she does something even more stupid.
Okay.
Yep.
Last time I seen her this pissed off, there was a lot of blood. We might want to go.
Oh. Blood? No.
All right.
Okay.
You know the way. Unfortunately, you know the way better than you really want to know the way. That same brown beater car is parked in front of the house.
I kind of claw it.
I pee on it.
Pee on a tire, like, yeah.
What are you doing to this random car?
I growl at him and pee on the other.
Whatever.
Pee on the rest of the car wheels.
Wolves will be
The lights
wolves.
are on in the house. You can actually see Kita and Dale through the front window. He has the curtains pulled back. And he's just he's sitting in a big leather chair. She's sitting on the couch, and you can see him gesturing. He's probably telling her,
The rigmarole.
Yeah.
You're welcome here. This is a great space to live in. He hopes that you feel better. Everything's gonna be okay.
You know all this from memory.
Yeah. I kind of start pacing. Okay. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? What are we gonna
Is there anyone else around?
No, no.
I'm gonna.
This is a pretty secluded residential area. Most people are asleep.
Alright, so I'll whoosh into his shoe. Whoosh.
So jealous you can change so easily.
Well, I mean,
You can't change like that.
you get better at it as time goes on. And I fold my arms and just look at Tommy.
If she stays there, he's he's gonna eventually find out. He's gonna eventually find out that something's different, that he can get away with things. And I kind of nervously start kind of scratching my hands.
It's even... You guys notice not even the panic spirit, when it withdrew the panic essence from her, made her this nervous.
I think guys just gonna take a step back and not ask too much or pry too much because it seems really tense. So I'm just kind of back up toward, like, close to where the car is.
Yeah.
Just kind of just hanging out there, just kind of watching.
I need you guys to go towards the end of the block, and I'm gonna go pick her up. All right?
Okay.
Pick her up how?
I will do what I have to do. I'll convince him to let her go. Foster person. And that way she'll be safe. And he'll be safe. And the world will be safe, as I say it.
Your version of persuasion involves throwing fists, right?
You know what? If it comes to that, it comes to that.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah.
I begin to walk toward the end of the block.
Thank you. It'll all work out, guys. It always does.
I'm gonna say I don't agree with this, but I'm going to defer.
It's the only way. She's a puppet.
Jack shrugs and goes to the end of the block.
Guy?
Same as Guy. I walked as soon as Robert walked.
I stop real quick and turn to her and say, just know, if you do need us, just yell.
I'll howl. And then I kind of pat his head like, I'll howl. Alright, slowly walking up, looking up at the doors and the windows. I kind of just low growl. I can do this, I can do this, I can do this.
Can I hear someone approaching the door?
Not really.
No.
I'm pretty light-footed. And
He's
I
talking to
just knock on the door.
You do hear the knock at the door, and Dale kind of gets a weird look on his face. Stay here, I'm going to go check that. Dale opens the front door, and you can tell he's startled. Tommy!
Dale, been a while.
Now, you do hear the voice. And you do know the name. It has been a while.
Yeah, Jack and I were just playing ball. I know it's late.
And creep up. At least I start walking towards the door.
You can see, by this time, you can see Kita from the doorway.
She sees the confusion on my face, like, what?
I heard you got a new girl,
Oh, yeah, Kita, this is Tommy. She was one of my other foster daughters.
Hi, Kita. Nice to meet you.
Hi.
Yeah, is it okay if we talk for a while?
Yeah, sure. I was just making some coffee and some tea.
Sounds good.
I didn't know what she liked, so I was just making both.
Oh, okay. Kids tend to like soda. Yeah, so I walk in. I guess.
I stare at her walking in. I'm just confusion on my face, clear as day, like, what?
You say that loud?
No, just I said it in my mind.
Okay.
Just, what?
He gestures towards the couch for you to sit.
Okay, so I sit. I
And
look
he
around.
sits in his usual chair.
Where is Kita?
I'm assuming she's still just standing there.
And I'm still just standing there, just staring
Staring
at
at
both of you.
Yeah.
I know it's late, but since I heard that, you got, I heard she was like, what, 14, 15? Something like that.
15. How did you hear about this so quickly?
I got connections. And, foster system, you really got me into it. I really wanted to start fostering, so,
Oh, yeah, I remember. You have a few foster kids of your own now.
Yeah.
You and Jack.
Yeah.
He kind of leans back in his chair, holding his arm. And he does eye you up from head to toe real quick. It looks like you're doing well.
I'm doing pretty good. As stated, I saw the house. We were in the neighborhood, and I heard about, what's her name? Kita?
Kita?
Yeah, I heard she was staying with you. But I thought, you know what? She's young, and I know, you're older already, and I know you have
I'm
probably...
only in my mid-40s.
I know, but, I'm sure you have your hands full and going to school, your job. And I did have space in my area, in my home, too. And I figure she's a teenager, we're relatively closer in age, maybe she'd have more of a comfort feeling staying with us instead,
He kind of silently nods, thinking.
I start walking back into the living room and sit on the couch.
He goes, Kita, if you would stay here just for a second, Tommy. Kita, let me show you your room real quick.
Okay.
He guides you out and and into the back of the house.
I stare back at Tommy and just make eye contact questionably, like...
And I just kind of nod, like, do what he says.
I go to the...
He shows you, it's actually a sizable room. It's a big room, has a nice queen-size bed. It's really well put together. And he goes, I know you must be tired, and I'm going to talk with Tommy for a little bit longer, and I'm going to get you enrolled in school tomorrow, so just get some rest, okay?
Sure.
As he goes to leave, he pulls the door to and shuts it.
Okay.
And then he makes his way back out into the living room.
Do I have any windows or anything in my
Yeah, you have windows.
Just look out the windows and see what's out there.
It's actually, you're towards the back of the house, so you're looking out into the backyard, and it's a nice backyard. Like, it's well manicured. There's a pool. He makes money. You can tell if he doesn't make money at his job, the foster care system and his job pay for a really nice property.
Is it just like a straight drop to the yard, or is there a bit of roof?
You're on the bottom floor.
I'm on the bottom.
Yeah. You're downstairs.
Okay. I'm gonna stay in the room.
There's a TV, if you want to watch something. So Dale makes his way back into the living room and sits. Kind of puts his arms behind his head and goes, so you want her to go live with you?
Yeah, I know you're probably busy and you have other kids to take care of, and I have teenagers, so, she'll have somebody to relate to,
He kind of gets up again and moves over and sits next to you on the couch.
Start kind of scratching my arm.
He goes, and he kind of plays with your hair a little bit. I haven't seen you in a while.
It's been a while. I've missed you.
Go ahead and give me manipulation plus
Isn't that
subterfuge.
So, manipulation and what?
Subterfuge, because you're lying your guts out here.
Yeah, this is just a 1. Probably gonna fail. Yeah, that's a fail.
Okay.
That's a chance die.
Yeah, that was a chance die.
Yeah.
But she didn't get a 1 on it.
Alright, so...
He goes, you haven't missed me. Come on, Tommy. We've known each other for longer than that.
Yeah, but time has gone by, and I kind of put my hand on his, what's it called, knee. Time has gone by, and I've grown to miss our time together.
He kind of chuckles and goes, okay. I'm assuming your brother's probably nearby as well, isn't he?
Well, he's just playing catch.
The two of you were never too far apart. Tell you what, you do something for me, and I'll turn her over.
Like what?
Come on, Tommy. Once again, we've known each other longer than that.
She's looking around, or I'm looking around. Where?
I'll just, if your brother's outside, where is he?
He's just down the street.
I'll send her down the street and we'll just end this transaction here and now.
I'll go get her.
That's fine.
The same room?
Yes, same room.
I know where it is. I go to the room, I knock on the door, and I open it. Kita. Not me. Kita.
She's that flustered.
Yeah, I'm that flustered.
I just stare at her like, can I sense what's wrong with her? Can I?
That would be in empathy plus wits. Empathy's in your social skills at the bottom. And then wits is in your top.
So 1 empathy and 3 wits.
So that's 4 die. 1 success. You can tell she is extremely uncomfortable with what's going on. You can't necessarily read further into it, but you can tell she's very uncomfortable.
And I say, Tommy, I'm really surprised to see you. Why are you here?
I know we haven't known each other long, but I need you to go down the street. Jack is there. You're going to be staying with us. I know they assigned you to him, and I know you don't trust me, but for the love of Mother Luna, for this one time, I just need you to listen to me. He's going to release you, and you're going to be under our legal care.
Okay. I just want to ask one thing before I go.
What?
Why do you want me so badly?
I don't want you, but I don't want you to get hurt, okay? It's that simple.
Alright. Don't know you long enough. I know you have great judgment on things, so I'll just go.
Thank you.
As you leave the room, you and Dale kind of pass each other, and you see him put his hand on Tommy's back and lead him into the room you were just in as you leave the house.
Okay. I close the door and I look both ways to see which
You
end of the
see
street.
you see the gang at the corner of the block, and you move towards them.
I've taken the bat from Robert and I'm ringing it.
I can see you doing
As
that.
hard as you possibly can in his shoe.
In his shoe, yeah.
Go ahead. What type of bat is it?
Wood.
Go ahead and give me a strength check. Just
Oh,
pure
boy.
strength.
I figured. Probably won't do much. I'm not very strong. Hey, I got one success.
While you're not able to break it, the bat does start cracking. And it's audible, the cracking sound of the bat.
Okay.
So Jack, what's happened? Why is it just Kita coming out? And you seem pretty
I don't want to talk about
visibly angry. Well, I think we need to.
it. Shut up. Shut up right now.
Shut up,
Composure
guy, and take an instinctive step back.
composure roll minus your primal urge, please.
Oh no, here's mine.
I don't know.
Because composure minus primal urge, that's one dice. Hey, that's a 9. I succeeded.
You succeed in a failure?
No, I succeeded.
You catch yourself
Mm.
as you're switching to Dalu.
You see a bit of hair grow for a bit, and then I push it back down.
I stare at him in confusion
Okay.
and caution and keeping my distance from them.
Guess we can talk later. I don't want to push you. I know what it's like to get pushed. I was just concerned because it seems like a trade happened, and it's I don't know.
Shut up, guys, shut up.
Okay.
If,
Okay.
if I start to talk about it, I'm going to break this bat on someone or something.
I take a wide circle around Jack and go up to Kita and hand her a bag.
Thank
You open up the bag and you see it's your clothing from your house. And you do see the hard drive sitting there as well.
I pull out the hard drive and I eyeball it and I look at my bag and I look back at them like
How hard are you looking at the hard drive?
average look.
Okay, go ahead and give me your intelligence plus your computer skill.
It's average look. Okay. So computer 3. You said intelligence 2.
So 5.
5. Die.
So she got 0 successes.
From your quick glance, you really can't tell very much. You can tell that it has been scratched a bit. But with a quick glance, you're hoping that maybe there's not enough damage, but you didn't take a long enough glance to tell.
Okay. I put that back in the bag, look at my bag, and I look back at them. And look back into the house, and look back at
Jack.
Just a quick, hey, quick hands up, hello.
Look
Type of
back
thing.
at Jack, and
Since that's a
I have a sudden slight realization of what the heck is going on. And I
You
give him confusion on my
have
face.
no idea what has just happened.
Yeah, I give him like a confusion look like a why.
You don't need to know.
don't ask
right
Kita.
now.
Let's just go home.
Be aware that
When he
she,
runs,
that
we
Tommy
move out of the way.
has sacrificed so much for you right now. Still ringing the bat.
You guys don't need me, nor is obvious that you guys want me, so why go so far for someone you don't know or care about?
Maybe you should ask yourself that. And I start walking toward home.
Is Guy following?
I'm waiting for her to go. I want her to run off.
In other words, he's going to tail you.
Ah.
So he's making sure you keep it in the group.
I look back at the house and then I just start following him from a good distance.
It's a good walk to your guys' place, but you get there.
I almost kicked the door open. Well, I mean, like, just not kick, but push it open.
Yeah, you throw the
I
door
throw
open.
the door open. Throw the bat. somewhere. I'm not looking.
Don't hit the table.
I'm
the table.
I'm
Not the
aware
table.
enough not to hit the table.
Just barely.
More of like I throw it down.
It bounces off the floor and actually hits the ceiling.
Oh, you
And
the table.
And dents the ceiling a little bit. And the floor.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Just sticking up there.
And I'm gonna go into our room. And I don't know. Jack doesn't know what he's doing. He's just doing.
That's fair. That leaves you, Kita, Guy, and Robert in the living room.
I'm gonna just sit at the bottom of the stairs and just wait by the door.
So, you're not going into the living room then? Or are you talking about the staircase going upstairs?
The staircase is in front of the door, right?
Are you inside or outside?
You know what? No, I'm gonna just sit on the porch.
Okay.
Sorry, I thought it was inside. Sorry. I'm gonna just sit on the porch.
Since Guy was behind you, he's not going in. And I'm assuming Robert was tailing everybody?
He does that.
Yeah.
He's just so quiet. I just.
I'll take that laugh as a yes.
Okay, so Kita, I know you're concerned. I don't know a lot about what's going on, but for now, you're gonna have to just stay in the shed.
Okay.
That was Tommy's wish, just so that we can kind of keep you from going out and don't really know what you're gonna do anymore. So
Fair enough. I know you guys kind of don't. You most likely wouldn't want me around. I still don't see why I'm even here, but I respect what's going on.
it's a nice change of attitude. It's always good to see your growth.
Where's the backyard?
This is the back door.
Okay, so I
Just
just
walk in and
You've been there before!
That's your
I
first-
created a new
that's
door!
your first rodeo.
Yeah, your first rodeo.
I just walked straight through and opened the back door.
You
patio.
see the car parked in front of the shed right where it had been since the start of the day.
Okay, so I walk around and I go to the shed. Is it locked?
No, it's honestly, the shed was never designed to really house anybody. They've kind of made it to where it can house somebody in case, but I mean, it's sheet metal.
I mean,
Yeah,
compared
it's
to
a shed.
Yeah.
It's a shed.
yeah, compared to where you were staying at, this is a
It's
major
definite step down.
Yeah.
At least there's a roof over your head.
You follow her out there?
Yeah, I'm
too?
following her out, making sure she gets in. And as I'm walking out, I'm already kind of getting the needle ready. So,
Real quick, I run up to my room, grab some blankets, pillows off my bed, and just run down to give it to Kita.
Robert shows up with pillows and blankets and hands them to you, Kita.
Thanks,
Robert?
I just shrug and go inside.
okay. See, Rob, I'm going to just kind of make sure things are tied up over here, so make sure we can find a good spot in the shed for her to sleep. There's some
I'm
sharp knives and stuff. I don't
eyeballing.
wanna...
Like,
What?
you're talking weird, man.
Just don't want you to leave, okay? And I don't want you to have access to everything that's in
I'm
here.
not gonna leave.
Okay.
Okay, well, I open a shed door. I throw my backpack.
Yeah, the
My
backpack.
backpack down and I'm gonna go Erhan and just lay down.
On the floor?
Yeah, on the floor.
Okay.
Is there anything else in there?
You have a pillow and blankets.
Got you blankets. Changing Erhan.
And I said that it was converted so it could house a person. There's a bed in there.
So there is a bed.
Yeah.
Okay. I hop on the bed. So,
That's
Okay, well, as Guy sees her making her bed, because she has to make it because it wasn't made, he goes and just pricks the needle.
Go ahead, stealth plus dexterity. You may burn a point of willpower here. That will give you 3 extra.
Not the
Subterfuge
stealthiest,
would be stuff. You're not bad.
That's subterfuge.
No.
That's social skills.
Oh, never
Stealth.
mind then.
It would be straight stealth.
Oh, I see.
And Dex, then I will be burning because...
He is not dexterous.
No, I'm not I'm not sneaky.
Oh, okay. He's
So
pretty
Dex.
upfront
So
about
that
what he
adds
does.
3 dice to your roll.
They agree with certain people.
1 success reroll. 1 success.
She's distracted enough. She doesn't see you do it, but she does feel the prick.
what the? I turn around and I feel my neck.
It's just to help you sleep, okay?
The hell did you do? I start crawling and just staring at
Your body starts to get extremely numb, and your muscles start to go limp.
I'm gonna get you.
Okay, so as she's not moving, I got to there's a shelf or
There's also a chair in there.
a chair. Actually, first I need to run up to my room and grab With a little smirk.
You do hear a very quick moving through the house, because I'm assuming you're not really trying to hide that you're moving very quickly.
No, because I need to move quick.
So you do hear a lot of very quick movement from the back of the house up the stairs.
Stomp.
Mm-hmm.
I look to investigate.
What do you come down the stairs with? Because you went up there for something.
Yep, I have some rope for my hunting rope stuff. I have a IV drip, and I think that's all I was going to get from the room, because everything else is in the shed that I think I'll need. Yeah.
And then, so you see him with a circle of rope over his shoulder and an IV bag along with the cable, kind of in the other hand. And as you look out the room and he's walking by, he just kind of goes, "What?"
Yeah. My lips are doing a little quiver. I'm trying to hold in a smile, but
Jack
serious.
says nothing and goes into the kitchen. He calmed down a little.
Okay.
There's a little you saw a little smirk in his mouth.
Sense of relief.
More like there's going to be a little bit of repayment. That's the feeling he gets.
So you make your way back out to the shed.
Make my way back out.
Am I still knocked out, or can I like?
Yeah,
You're awake.
You're
No,
mentally...
you're awake.
Ah, okay.
Oh, I mean, well, you don't.
I
you're-
can't talk. Or
Guy-
anything.
You're very numb and your muscles are completely jello.
Paralyzed and numb.
Okay.
I can't even make expressions. So.
Okay.
You can move your eyes.
So, guys,
I'm
Coming
like on
in.
him at the ground, like.
you can't make noise either. Anyways, your guy will explain it.
And because your body's relaxing like that, I'm going to say it instinctively tries to force yourself back into his shoe. Because you were in Urhan.
Tries
Okay.
to or does?
Does.
Okay.
Does.
Sorry.
Okay.
It's a lot more comical than it would normally be.
Okay.
Okay, so guys got up to the shed, and he shuts the door behind him, and then he begins to speak. Kita, it's me, Guy. It's nice to see you. Nice and relaxed. That's all we wanted. Oh, you didn't finish making the bed. What happened? Let me scooch over and make the bed nice and comfortable for you.
My kind of twitches and kind of glares at him.
Oh, it's good to see you too. I mean, it's been ages, right? So I'm just gonna make the bed, nice, fluff up the pillow. Here, let me careful with your hair because you can't move it right now. So you're probably wondering how all this happened.
I'm just looking
Well,
around like.
let me just explain it. I just gave you a little medicine just to relax. You know, there's a lot of tension going on out there. Just to relax, okay? And then I open up the there's like a shelf or a closet thing that has tools. I undo the lock. No. Which of these are we going to use? Well, I got the Jack messed up the bags. I don't know, right before he knew to. Oh. Well, you didn't hear that. Sorry, don't mind me. I'm just talking out loud. Well, let me get the chair, okay? Let me prop your legs up. We gotta get blood flow to your head just to make sure everything's fine. So we got the blood flow. Let me put the little. You're gonna feel a little prick in your arm. You're really not. Let me just put this little bag of water, keep you hydrated, you know. So I did the IV. I'm sure I got the roll for that, right?
With your level of knowledge in medicine, you're good.
Okay, cool. So then what guys gonna do now? Oh. So, like I was saying, get this chair. And let me fluff up your pillow. Get your head a little bit higher up so you can kind of see your toes and everything. So got a little science lesson we're gonna be having maybe. Anatomy. School, since we might not make it to school tomorrow, just gonna have to be your teacher for today. So okay, so I'm gonna put your legs are up on this chair. It's pretty, you see them, right? You see these toes?
My eyes are just twitching with anger. Just.
No, just keep them open, it's fine. This will all pass. I made it so it's nice and comfortable. You got a nice fluffed up pillow, nice blanket. I draped the blanket just kind of over just like your chest there, just trying to
My
keep
lips
it
are
warm
kind
a
of
little bit.
twitching, trying to growl, but I can't.
Huh? Your eyes are like saying something, but I just say it. What do you want to say? Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot. So I go back to the shed. I'm gonna grab a crowbar.
Okay.
Oh, got my crowbar. Love me, my crowbar. Okay, Kita, so, what we call this, it's a crowbar. And you know what it's used for? There's a couple of purposes. You can pry stuff, but you can't pry stuff like a leg. So what we're gonna do, the reason why I got your legs up is because you got, out of all the kneecaps I've seen, yours are, they're just a little bit more special. Like, they're nice.
I attempted a low growl.
Anyways. But, so what I'm gonna do, it's not gonna hurt, I promise you. I promise you won't feel a thing.
So as I am saying that, I just whack her knee as hard as I can.
Strength plus brawl, please.
It's gonna break you the way, man.
I know.
4 plus 3.
4 plus 3.
3 successes.
That is 3 points of lethal damage.
Okay.
Okay, Kita, so what were you looking at here?
Wait, what exactly happened to the leg?
You brought the crowbar down across both of the legs.
Motherfucker!
Right above the kneecap, because you didn't want to actually damage the kneecap. So
That's
her
her thigh.
her legs
Both.
bend like this.
Lawn chair. Reverse lawn chair.
Well, that's what the chair was for, to help with that.
Yeah.
So Kita, so what you're looking at,
I'm gonna pick her head up a bit.
see where it's broken right now, it's the femur, okay? And it's connected to the knee.
I'm just shaking and yelling in my mind.
Do I actually know a song about that. I want to sing it for you, okay?
Don't you think? My eyes is
I want to sing it real quick. We'll start a little higher just because I don't want to cut the song short. So, you got your hip bones. Your hip bones are connected to the...
And look at her.
I'm sorry for not being able to talk. It's a little different now. I'll do both parts. Your hip bones connected to the femur. Femur is connected to the kneecap. So, that's where we're at now. Kneecaps. I'm just gonna stop there. We'll cut it short, okay? I know you're probably tired. You got school tomorrow, but what do you know? Okay, so, the reason I broke your knees is just, first of all,
I'm gonna collect the left kneecap.
You gonna cut it open? Because you'll need to.
Or
Oh,
you
it
just
didn't-
gonna wrap. Or
You-
you
you-
I
cut-
thought
You broke the femur up here?
Yeah, it didn't.
You didn't
the skin didn't open.
No.
Oh, okay. I thought like it snapped.
No.
And then like
The bone didn't come through the skin.
So you're going to have to open that.
Yeah.
You could Dalu and just rip it.
It's your scene.
Yep.
Would it have to be Dalu?
It makes you stronger.
I get claws.
And you get claws.
Okay.
So there's two ways I can take this out. I could either just cut it or I can rip it out. But I think I'm just gonna have to pry it out with the crowbar. I mean, that's third option. I'm just gonna do that.
So I'm gonna get the crowbar and try to jam it under the kneecap, like where the femur broke.
Strength plus medicine, please.
Drugs work. I don't want to feel nothing.
Yeah. You don't.
3.
You get it right underneath the kneecap, and with one quick motion,
Oh, I didn't mean for it to shoot up that high. I was just supposed to pry it open, but sometimes I just don't know my own strength sometimes. Anyway, so
I'm still holding her head.
also take another 3 lethal damage from that.
I'm gonna die, man.
Ooh.
No, you're fine.
No, you're fine.
I'm at 6.
that's fine. That's fine. So
Hold the head.
this is it's a kneecap. Not many people get to see these up close, especially if it's their own kneecap. Like, it's kind of surreal if you think about it. Huh? Let me keep this.
Put it in my pocket.
Anyways, so this, I just want you to know this is not me being a creep. I put this voice on. It helps ease tension with my patients. Oh, excuse my voice. It's been a while since I've had to do this. But anyways, this is for your own good, okay?
Now I'm gonna go back into my regular voice. Okay, so Kita, back to normal. How you see me, okay? The other side you saw, that's just another side of me. That's a calm side, okay? Just tell you right now, what is happening right now is probably the best case scenario of me doing this to you, be glad it's me doing this. It looks really bad, I know, but don't worry. I'm a doctor, but it doesn't matter because you're a werewolf, so all this stuff is going to heal. I want you to know that, like, I'm keeping your kneecap just because that's just a keepsake I like to have, because you got to have something to collect. But I just want you to know, like, if someone else got a hold of you, or you did something and we're not there, this is not even a fraction, or it's infinitesimal of what would happen to you if someone else got to you. Like, you should just be glad I numbed your pain, because I have other medicine where it's a muscle relaxant, but you can still talk and you can still feel pain. And that is a little bit more excruciating, so I just wanted you to see like how bad things are. That's why I would prop your head so you can see me ripping everything out. Just so you're aware of how serious and how dangerous things can get. And if you try to run, which I wouldn't be mad if you did run, because it makes things a little bit more fun for me, but it will be worse. I will say that. I will skip the pain numbness, or I might, it depends on how I'm feeling, if you might catch me on a bad day and we're just gonna skip the whole shed, but I just want you to be aware. And I guess that whatever sacrifice Tommy did to get you here, you're going to have to be in a big debt, to say. I don't know how big, because I don't know the story. Jack was very tense. And I think he almost snapped on me when I was just kind of questioning. It's like, okay, serious. But, so I'm unhooking the IV at this point. So don't worry, your knees are fine. I'll keep them off the blankets. I don't want them... I know Robert went out his way to get these for you, so I did my best to not get blood on the blankets. Hopefully I did okay. But, I mean, you might feel pain in the next 10-15 minutes as the medicine runs out, but, yeah. Good night. And then I leave, and I just close the door behind me.
The medicine wearing off, and am I healed?
Yes.
Did you take the IV out?
Yeah, I took it out.
At the 15-minute mark, your very first point of lethal damage comes off.
So you can erase that.
It hurts.
Well, I think a warning would have...
Yeah, warn us next time. Okay.
Sorry, I didn't think it would echo that much.
Small room here.
Small room. I might cut that.
Yeah, because that's
That's too much.
Too loud.
Too loud, too sudden.
However, your bones begin to re-knit. Your kneecap begins to grow back throughout the night. It hurts. It's uncomfortable. And you can't look at it. Because if you look at it, it looks horrific the way your body is just basically moving itself back into place. The skin is literally like reaching up and grabbing itself and locking back into place. It's really weird and disturbing to watch. It doesn't care, your body doesn't care about how it looks. It just cares about putting itself back together. You can feel the kneecap start to grow back.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to picture it out.
But I think this is where we're going to call it.
You said one more damage, right?
Yeah. By the morning, you will be fully healed.
I can erase this.
It has been Ian, your storyteller.
Peter as Jack.
Daniel as Guy.
Melina as Tommy.
Tori as Kita.
And
I
then,
didn't forget her name.
Mark is Rock.
and we will see everybody next time.
Do I erase